What's good, JEVITEE Nation? I hope you guys are all feeling positive and energized out there. I hope you're having a blessed day. Today's quote of the week is, if we do things that is easy, life will be hard. If we do what is hard, life will be easy. This quotation is by Les Brown. This quotation, I believe, affects each and every one of us in one way or the other. Because firstly, our brain has this natural process that would want to convince us that taking the easy road is the best way. And some of us do listen to that, you know, I included, you know, I am part of this this human culture, you know, so we are all affected by this. But one thing I have noticed that separates each and every one of us is when some people break down this barrier and fight through it to become a greater version of themselves. And they break down this barrier by taking the hard road or taking the tough journey rather than the easy journey. And in that, I'm sure they'll have to conquer their fears, their insecurities, and their doubts. And when we conquer all these things, or at least we fight against them, I do believe that we become a better person for that. More confident, you know, more aware, you know, the mind opens more, you know, because you learn a lot about yourself, you know, and you get stronger, basically, you know, mentally and physically. So I think taking the hard road, I do believe it is true that our life become easy to certain extent because we know what it is to, you know, to grind it out, you know, to be up for the fight rather than to run away from the fight, you know, and to avoid any any difficulties, any challenges, you know, because when you try to run away from these things, I think we all lose out because we don't learn about ourselves, you know. And I'll give you an example. Supposing there was a mountain in front of us, and we had a choice to climb that mountain or to go through a road that was next to the mountain. Now, the choice is made for us, right? I mean, the choice is being put in front of us to decide. Now, some of us will choose to go through that road because it's easier, right? Now, some of you guys might say, well, it's common sense. Well, really, if we really analyze it, is it really common sense? Because if we go through that road, we might feel that, okay, yeah, you know, this is it. This is the sensible option. However, the thinking after we have completed that journey through that road would not be as powerful as it is if you chose to climb the mountain and get to the other side. Because climbing that mountain will challenge us. We already know that, right? That's why some of us might choose, you know, to just go through the road, right? Now, these challenges that climbing the mountain will bring will be so powerful the education will be priceless. Will be priceless, also timeless, because it will be for the long term. You know, the things that we'll learn about you know, ourselves. You know, for example, maybe not to give up. You know, if we're halfway up, you know, and we're feeling, I don't know, you know, that this is not for us, and we somehow digging deep, you know, into our character, you know, into the mind, to convince ourselves that we can do this. So all these lessons that we'll be learning, you know, through climbing this mountain will be so powerful that it will be literally be a life changer. So that is why I said earlier that if we had a choice of climbing the mountain or to walk through the road, some of us would choose to walk through, you know, the road, and then think, well, this makes sense. But, you know, analyze that thinking, people, you know, because this is what the quotation is really about. Because when we think the easy way makes sense, not necessarily, you know, not necessarily. So we really have to analyze, engage, and be honest with ourselves. You know, are we depriving ourselves, you know, in becoming a better human being by taking the easy road, or you know, or performing the easy task, or do we want to build a stronger character, you know, a stronger, you know, individual, both body, mind, and soul, you know, if we take the hard road, you know, and tougher task, you know. And personally, I had to, you know, examine this type of quotation for myself, you know, and I would admit to you guys out there, JEVITEE Nation, that I have been guilty of taking the easy roads, you know, sometimes in my life, you know, and but I do realize from deep down that it has not served me to the greater good, because I have missed out on so much lessons. So now I try my best to analyze and just judge what's the best option, you know, for that particular circumstance, you know. If it's supposed to be for me to take the hard road, then I will, you know. If it's supposed to be for me to take the easy road because of everything, you know, that I've analyzed, that makes sense to me, but it's actually the best option, rather than just doing it, you know, because it's easy, then, you know, then I'll do so, you know, accordingly. So the message, people, within this quotation is like very easy, really. I mean, if we want to better ourselves, I think we should be prepared to tough it out, you know. Taking the hard road sometimes is the best road, you know, and it will make our lives easier, simply because of all the changes that will happen, you know, within us, mentally and physically, you know, and the lessons and the education that we will learn about ourselves, you know. And yeah, so character building is a very deep thing, and I think this quotation speaks on that beautifully, you know. So yeah, so yes, people, I mean, let me know some of your thoughts, please, you know, in the comment section below. I would appreciate that. Let me know some of your viewpoints, you know, like if we do things that is easy, life will be hard. If we do things that is hard, life will be easy. Let me know some of your comments on this deep quotation, people. You know, I would really appreciate this. Okay, thanks for watching. Much love. All right, for those of you guys who are new to my channel, please don't forget to press the subscribe button, the like, and also the notification bell. That way you'll be one of the first ones to be notified of all things coming out from JEVITEE. All right, much love once again, people. So until next time, people, I'm gonna say take care of yourselves. Okay, so peace, stay positive, JEVITEE.